David, defeat to Brentford, but did you feel that the 2-0 scoreline was a harsh reflection on the match overall?
It's a good description. I think sometimes in football you probably don't get a result that maybe your performance deserves, and I think that was one of those days, and that was a conversation we had with the players after the game. The players felt that. Obviously the 2 goals that we lost are also add to the frustration of how they feel, because they're absolutely avoidable in their own way. But I thought in the game, again, you look at even the group that we have today, it's predominantly under 18s, some under 17s in there, against a more developed, opposition. So we knew it was going to be a challenging game, but the overriding sort of feeling is we had some really top individual performances, and that's probably the bit we'll focus on more than anything else.
Yeah, you look at some of those individual performances, 16-year-old Callum Adamson, terrific in midfield. How much encouragement does that give you?
Callum was excellent. I think there's a few people who come up to after the game and made a similar sort of comment. He's the first name that they've spoke about. It's unfair to say that it's the only name, because there's more that I thought Xander Hunt had a strong performance, Leighton Grant had a strong performance, and 2 older ones as well that are in there, albeit there's not many of them in the group today. But I thought Callum showed personality. It was one of the things he said before the game, when you go against older players, and it will be difficult in a physical sense, even in terms of the power and trying to get away from him or get close to him. It didn't faze him. He, when he seen an opportunity to snap into a tackle, he did it. He covered distance. He showed quality to, in the back of regains to escape through pressure and play 1 and 2 touch and drive with the ball and everything you're looking for, a sort of all action type number 8 midfielder. And I thought he did that in abundance. So obviously really pleased by him. Like I said, I thought Leighton at the back was calm, composed. Leadership that he shows with the 18s on a weekly basis, that he tried to do that in an older game, and he did that today. And Xander is a sort of full back and one that wants to go and attack but have to defend at the same time when the game changes. There's bits that we can look at as a group that we want to get better at, clearly. We're still pushing the value that we want, and when we turn the ball over, how quickly we can get back to our defensive shape, or how quickly we can get pressure on the ball. I thought we'd get better at that during the stages of the first half as it developed. But I think overall, I look at a lot of individuals in that today, and I said after the game, you can see players want to win games of football, and as we all do. But ultimately, when you talk about developing young players, today was a good opportunity to see, and that was the one we spoke before the game. We weren't sure what the squad was going to look like. We thought we might have had 1 or 2 that maybe needed minutes, but obviously the first team have got a big game coming up on Thursday night, and that naturally takes priority. So with that brings opportunity for the young ones, and I thought they were excellent.
Yeah, what did you make of the game overall? Because it felt like Brentford tested the team in quite a few aspects.
Well, Brentford are a similar programme to us, and have been doing it for a few years, and they play a lot of men type opposition. They run with a fairly settled squad. Our squad, as you'll know, has been very changeable. Some players have gone on loan, some players have getting more exposure to first team involvement. So there's been changes, so the opportunity for younger ones to come in is naturally going to challenge just the physical bit, even just the having a settled feel about a group. Our B team right now don't have that. Our B team, and it's good, because what it's done is open opportunities for Callum to get what he's getting just now. For Leighton Grant to come in, he's been craving the opportunity to play more often at a B team level, so he's getting that just now as well. Bringing Christian Webster back in to get some minutes there as well. He's obviously on loan. James Graham doing the same. But you look through the group, you've also got Josh Gentles and Chris Eady splitting a lot of time at the moment higher up the pitch. Archie and Paul are still under 18, so you can go through a number of the players. And they're getting different challenges. So people look at a team, but it's probably at the moment it's a group of individuals that are making up a team, and try to perform as a team but get individual benefits at the same time. And I think that the last few games we've got that. What they've not got, unfortunately, is the feeling of a win or a result at the back end of it, because, as I say, sometimes performances don't match results, and that's what today felt like.